I think, like everybody here, I'm absolutely horrified at what is taking place in Gaza right now. After 15,000 people have died in Gaza, we have a 7-week pause, and then it begins again, and hundreds more so far, and thousands, if it's continued, will unfortunately join the dead. That is a horror that we have to do everything we can to try and stop. Our political leaders, they said, oh, we can't have a ceasefire, we've got to have a pause, it's the only way forward. Well, this renewed killing, that's on them. That's on them for wanting a pause and not a ceasefire that ends this conflict. And the local MPs for this area as well, they similarly wouldn't vote for a ceasefire. Mark Eastwood and as well. Shame on them. 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 Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. But when they keep doing this, we have to keep challenging them. We have to say that you do not represent our views if you're not going in there and fighting for peace and doing everything you can to fight for that. We have to say you don't represent us, and we're going to challenge you. We're not going to let you go by saying that you represent the people of Dewsbury, the people of Batley and elsewhere in North Kirklees. And we have to say that to the main political leaders as well. Locally here, I mean, some of you may have been with me and others on the demonstration 2 weeks ago, when we were told that local leisure centres, care homes and other things were going to close and we couldn't do anything about it. Well, we marched from Batley to Dewsbury 2 weeks ago. And so all of a sudden, earlier this week, they said the Batley Sports and Tennis Centre is going to stay open, along with another leisure centre. That's because we forced them to change their minds. And if we can force them to change their minds on that, and by the way, that campaign's ongoing, because Dewsbury Leisure Centre is still shut, but that campaign's ongoing. But if we can force them to change their minds on that, then we can force them to change their minds on this. We can force them to campaign for a ceasefire. We can force them not just to campaign for a ceasefire, but to end the occupation, to withdraw the troops, to release the thousands of Palestinians held in Israeli jails. And yes, the hostages should be released too. But let's swap all for all. Let's have nobody held in another territory against their will.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea!
And finally, if we're going to end this conflict, then we have to end the system that's perpetuating it. This system we live in is based on dividing people against each other. It's based on racism, it's based on Islamophobia, anti-Semitism and all the other forms of racism. It's based on pitting us against each other so that them at the top, they can keep the wealth to themselves. And we say that wealth should be used for the benefit of everybody. Everybody in Palestine, in Israel, they should have decent housing and a decent future. They don't at the moment. We have a racist state that's there trying to stop that from taking place. We need to overthrow these people who will not fight for a decent future for ordinary people. That goes for Netanyahu, it goes for Biden, it goes for Sunak and Starmer. We need to replace that system with one based on the needs of all, based on the needs of ordinary people, fighting for a decent future. And we need our own political representatives to do that. So if Mark Eastwood and the other MPs won't stand up for us, if the councillors won't stand up for us, then we need to challenge them. We need our own party that stands for a decent future for people here, that stands against the cuts and stands for a socialist future in Palestine. It stands for an independent Palestinian state and a freedom for all. Solidarity, everyone. Let's keep fighting. We can end this war, and we can end this rotten system that doesn't look after all of us. Thank you.